Excuse me. Good evening, you guys. Hello, hello. I'm going to try to pause this. It's going to start over. This is a 3-hour mantra. I will link this to you guys in the chat. It's so beautiful and calming, isn't it? All right. Hello, witches. Good evening. So here's what I've noticed. I've noticed that men of the church are stalking witches. This is obvious. And I wanted to come and say this, that we are, Spirit is asking men to cease and desist all attacks on witches. And it's probably going to be the best thing for you to do. The universe fully supports us witches, especially when it comes to us that are on YouTube earning our keep and doing spiritual work for people. So I know that you guys think that YouTube is some kind of place for you to go to, look at women, and y'all look at twerk videos on here. There's a lot of those on here. And, YouTube has a variety of things, but, you stalking witches in this way has got to stop. Many of you are very disrespectful. And witches are not nice. We are not the type of women to submit to that. We're not going to do it. We don't submit. Witches don't submit. You submit to the witches because it's, according to witches, woman is God. Okay, woman is the first person that you see. You grow in her body. You would not be here if it were not for women. May I remind the church, hello? Would none of you men that are in that pulpit of that church, okay? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Now, I've been, you know what? I believe that I've been as respectful as I can. I've even went as far as to, offer my body to the church. You know what I'm saying? Like, here, get, take some. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a healer. But when I see you guys continuing to do it, and it boils down to you believing that you can treat me like this because I'm in a protected class. Not only that, I'm a content creator. Okay. And I don't advertise any business except for a spiritual business. And see, many of us witches have been raped. You guys are very triggering. We're not going to submit to you in what you're doing. We don't want to take your love offers. We're not interested. Doesn't matter if you shame us day and night. It doesn't matter. You are not the men for us. If you are a man of that church, it's completely a freaking contradiction. And it does make it difficult for witches when it comes to love. It really does. I'm telling y'all. Because, you know, the church, we feel has ruined a lot of you men, and you create disharmony and chaos where there needs to be none. And you're judgmental, you're demeaning, you're constantly putting us women down, us witches. And the bottom line is that everything that you are doing is because you wanted to break us down. We're not built like that. We'll never submit to you. We would rather submit to Satan. We would rather submit to Satan than to submit to that, because we're witches. Y'all gotta, like, I've been hearing and I've been seeing a lot of it. Okay, now I know a lot of you men believe that it's okay for you to just rape a woman because it says it in the Bible, and then you can just do what thou wilt with the woman. But and maybe that's true for some of you. Maybe that's true when it comes to some women, but all of us don't play that. We're not going to submit and allow you to use us and exploit us in that way. You try to offer us as a sacrifice, we make sure that you get sacrificed. You have to accept this. And you can't, you've got to stop trying to use biblical curses on us and our children. You guys don't know what you're doing. You're using someone else's spells. You know what I'm saying? You using someone. The Bible is a book of spells. That is our understanding. There's some witches that even use the Bible for spell work. I personally don't anymore. I've done it before, but I personally don't anymore. So it is what it is. And we know you don't like us. We know that I don't think that men actually compete with women that are not strong. That's what they're doing. It's a competition. Competition has nothing to do over here with what we're doing over here. Okay. And we are on YouTube. Okay. We are connecting with our clients. Our clients can connect to us on here, and you are going to have to cease and desist all spiritual attacks on witches. Okay, you're being hypocrites. You want to cream a woman, literally. You want to cream her for standing up to you. Back in, there used to be a time where men taught their daughters how to gunfight. Men teach their daughters, our fathers teach us self-defense from you men. This has been throughout history, because the spirit of what you're dealing with is so negative. It has no logic or reason. And see, we're going to make sure that we don't either die, or we're not going to allow you to have access to our children. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to do it. We're not going to allow you access. You can't force a woman. You're trying to force yourself. And I was talking to somebody that said that men on this earth, they compare you to animals. That's actually an insult. because you guys are not acting like animals. You guys are not acting like anything that belongs on this planet. You see a pregnant woman and instantly want to attack her. I can assure you that it's probably an entity that is possessing you that likes to eat human fetuses. That's why you're attacking pregnant women here on YouTube. Think it's time for you to maybe possibly clean out your churches, maybe sage them out. I don't know. I'm just making a suggestion. Okay, I personally wouldn't go in a church and clean it, depending on whose church it is. Okay, but you men don't have the right to do that. And ladies, work with Lilith and Lucifer. Work with Lilith and Lucifer. Sometimes you have to call to something darker to deal with this kind of energy because it's absolutely preposterous. You know the I mean, come on now, and these they're so disrespectful. They'll discount you. They'll say, "Ah, you ain't doing that." Ah, and it's like, okay, well, you know what? I don't have any understanding of what kind of man that you are. And you guys are definitely with a church because you're always making church type, motions. You know what I'm saying? Where you're trying to judge somebody. But you realize that Kali Ma is the evil eye. She will, honey, and it's just so crazy, and Lilith frees us from that judgment and also brings us equality. Because men think, oh, I'm just going to go and I'm going to say something and I'm going to judge somebody. And no, you don't have that kind of power. You lost that power last year. You hold on to it, but I'm going to be honest with you. And I think y'all know that a lot of the stuff that y'all were doing before to try to control the witch's power, y'all know better than do that stuff now. Y'all were really trying to make being a witch illegal, but you cherry picked, which is very interesting. But being a witch is not illegal. We're practicing our constitutionally protected right to have our own belief systems. And as long as that belief system does not hurt you, why do you care? I'll tell you why. So I'm going to try to find the best way to say this because I don't want to insult anybody because I do respect all deities. But I think that many of you guys, you take bits and pieces of the Bible, and then you also see the way that your forefathers behaved, and then maybe your fathers. And you guys sort of proceeded from there, and you got people that as soon as, you come into your power as a witch, they whipping out the Bible. Your family members too. It's crazy. They are so hysterical over witchcraft. Why? You're doing witchcraft. When you all get together to try to shame a person, you're sending them energy. Now, right now, what I'm doing is transmuting it, and I'm transmuting it very well. Because I'm going to tell you something. Mother Earth, she feels that we're using way too many candles. We know that they're necessary. I'm going to burn a fire in my fireplace tomorrow. I haven't done that in a while. Unfortunately, many of us witches, and as well as other women, even I feel like they have to come and feed off of our energy because you're not getting what you need from that religion. You're starving, you're malnourished because you've malnourished your soul. You have not tapped into who you really are, and I have respect. I was raised Christian Baptist. So I'm not just all out here going, sometimes y'all irritate witches and then we come and we have our upside down crosses because at that point what we're doing is we're fighting for our freedom, our liberation. And women, did y'all know that women can have a man that doesn't have a problem with us being a witch? You know that there's men out there that will absolutely love and accept the witch. I don't understand why you men that are incompatible are so drawn to us witches, but yet you degrade us and talk about us negatively. And we would all appreciate it if you would just calm down and stop, because you know what? Only Goddess has the last word. You know that saying, it ain't over until the fat lady sings? That is the truth. Okay? Goddess, only Mother Earth. You are on her territory. And as far as she's concerned, you haven't shown enough respect, because the way you talk about us and what we do, I help people every single day. Okay. I am not only, I'm a witch, but I do a lot. I'm a healer. So I've healed people. I've given people their life back. I've given myself my life back. So I do good in this world. Okay. Unfortunately, when we are putting them curses down and when we're doing stuff like that, it's necessary. Stalking us won't make that go away. Eventually, you're going to have to face it because it's called spirit. Hello. And you just got to stop resisting it. There's a lot of you men that should be doing certain things, but the reason why men are in the position that they're in is because of witches. Okay, because that's why we blocked y'all access to the etheric realm. A lot of y'all can't really get in there, and y'all mad because of that. But the reason why we didn't actually give you that power is because you would have been done blew the earth up. So Mother Earth has to protect herself from you. She's still very fertile, and there's water, and Mother Earth is beautiful, and she's giving you all of these blessings and abundance, and she feels that you don't appreciate it. And you definitely don't appreciate the earth women, the women of this earth. You're not doing that. So we're asking you to cease and desist all of your attacks on witches. Okay. And we're asking nicely because we're trying to be graceful here. Now, at the same time, our spirits are doing work for us in the background always. And it comes down to this, because that's what it's about. Your ignorance is because of that church. Not even about witches, but about life in general. That it's crazy because I have there's people in my, you even hear people like talking about it. It's like, don't you understand that religion was created to keep you in control? And then to also lead you to slaughter. That's the only reason why it was created. And you're still so fearful of things. They've got a new end of the world date. So it's, hey, if you want to live in fear, then live in fear. We don't live that way. Witches don't live that way. We truly don't. And all of these men trying to make women feel insecure, witches really don't understand that we don't even like that energy. Then a man try to make me feel insecure, and y'all do it all the time. You guys are sexually harassing us on YouTube based upon a video that you saw of two friends drinking. That, like, really? And we know that because you're making a big deal of judgment over that you probably, God only knows what you do. Look, it even says in your Bibles to not judge. And many of you will say, well, I'm not Christian. I don't even believe in God. Well, you know what? That's sad. You even worse. Because at least some of these people, at least they got some kind of foundation, but you are still carrying on the characteristics of that curse of patriarchy, that of which we threw out. It was outvoted. Everything that you're doing, it's for you to be doing it today, on Friday, August the 21st, for you to be doing it, you are outdated. You need to leave all of that in the past. There used to be a time during, I guess, the Bible days when men were selling their daughters. So, you know, listen, I know about it all, okay? But times are different now. That time is over. I would suggest that you put those demons back where they belong. And you know what, they have been put, but witches control the demons that that you we have, well, some of us do. Some witches have control over demons. I guess a witch that didn't believe that, it would be a witch that didn't believe that she had control over those demons. So you don't really have any protection anymore, because we're constantly taking away your protection. We do exorcism incantations daily. We're doing all our work daily. So all of this, again, is a waste of time and energy. And I realized it when I looked back, when all signs was pointing to this coming directly from a church. Hey, listen, you're not in competition with witches, church. You're not. We've already put you basically in your places and exposed you. I think that we can all agree on that. So we're not crazy and we're not stupid, are we? None of us are. And it bothers you when an intelligent woman, because you see how you notice how intelligence bothers them. Okay, we have every right to live on this earth and practice our constitutionally protected right of magic. And there's nothing you can do about it. Who said that? I guess you could say Hecate, Lucifer, Mother Earth, Gaia. We don't need your permission to do anything. All right? Those are the words of a witch. And I'll see y'all later, because I'm tired of talking. I've been either talking on the phone, I've been talking on here, I've been just talk all day. It's time for me to relax. So y'all have a good evening. Make sure that y'all hit that thumbs up. And guys, if you are having issues with the church, because that's who's stalking us, when I get done with this, go look at the Church of Scientology, and also other churches. Yeah, they are, and they think it's okay to do it online. They're stalkers. And the church doesn't have the right to stalk witches, okay? All right. I will see y'all later. If you guys need to reach me for anything, everything that I have taught you works. Do your cleanses, do your core cuttings, do your unbindings, because they're definitely trying to bind you up. Okay. So if you guys need some help, I know they can get really scary. They can get really scary. It's almost like dealing with a bunch of demons who are saying that they are working for Jesus Christ. I can promise you that that's not Jesus. Jesus is more inclined to protect a witch than something like that. I can promise you, because Jesus was a witch. He was a magician. They hate when I say that. Maybe because they're not a child of Jesus. Maybe all of Jesus's children are magicians and they have magic, and maybe these people don't. So to be honest with you, a lot of the religious people that are stalking us, they're not even what would even remotely be considered to be a Christian. Christians are not Christians. Their masters was the witches. And I don't want to master you. I'm not that type of woman. I'm not that type of witch, but I will master self. And if we get into a battle, I'm going to win. That's no debate. The woman always wins. And remember, you know the saying, you can't win an argument with a woman. It's the truth. We have our ways, even women that don't consider themselves to be witches. So respect our power, and then we will respect yours. But your power has nothing to do with us. Okay. The only power that you have on us is over on us is the power to love us, respect us, and treat us right. Otherwise, when you step out of that realm of love, trust, and respect, then you step outside of what is acceptable for us. Okay, that's the power that you have. Okay, and this is not an anti-male thing. Just it is what it is. Okay. All right, guys, I'll see y'all later. Have a wonderful evening. Love and light.